So you're willing to forego the middle parts and get mangoes on each side to get more trees in. You found the high density works as long as you keep the trees pruned every year.
In Australia, they plant like grapes.
What would you have done different if you had to do it all over, do you think, other than the lychees? Now, do you think if you didn't have one in the middle, you'd get more mangoes on those two trees, or not necessarily?
Not necessarily.
Knowing what you know now, would you have planted things in different areas? Would you have did things a little different? Do you spray anything on your trees?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
For 20 years, nothing?
Nothing.
So this works long term. That's what I've been looking for. And then you can see it right here. It's working. Hello everybody, welcome to Fruitful Trees. I'm really excited about this property today. I met a guy years ago in West Palm Beach when I first moved down here many years ago. And I've lost touch with him over the years, but recently I was driving around and I came across this amazing property growing high density, and I wanted to learn more about it, about the person and whatever, and it turned out to be that guy, and I was amazed. And I finally got out here at the perfect time because he's pruning his trees right now. Folks, I've been corrected. I was wrong. Today I'm going to show you the proof that high density long-term works. Now, I'm humbled by this man and what he's growing. Could it be better if he does it the other way? I've seen it work non-high density, but I don't want to say I've been corrected, because I always say if you prune your trees, high density could work. The question is, how many people are going to prune their trees? We're going to look at his mango trees today, and he's in the middle of pruning them right now. And he's doing them. He's doing them high density, and we're going to show you today, and then we're going to talk to him. He doesn't want to get on camera, so he's going to get behind the camera. But 8 to 10 feet apart, it works. I'm excited about this one, folks, and you will be too. This is a very educational video if you're interested in doing high density. He's been doing it for 20 years, so we're going to meet him now. He's going to talk in the background, and I'm going to ask him because he's in the middle of pruning them right now, so it's the perfect time to see how to prune the trees, high density, long term, and keep them working. So here we go. Okay, so that's how it looks when it's trimmed.
Get more airflow. When you get no airflow, the moisture stagnated, except to be the powder mildew.
Okay, so you have less powdery mildew if you have more airflow.
Yeah, it's dried out.
It's dry. Okay, so the middle side, you said you don't get any mangoes, but the outside you get mangoes, and the middle of the tree you don't get mangoes anyway. So it doesn't matter if they're touching. You're focusing on the side of the tree that aren't touching. As long as they get sun, they'll get mangoes.
Just like that, just like this one. Look at this one.
So this one was trimmed back. So it's a great example. He has to trim. He did trim this one, but this was just like that. So if I came back here in a couple of days, it'll all look like this. And they grow back with no problem.
Quick. Mango are vigorous.
Now, if a tree is going to be really vigorous, let's say a Valencia Pride that grows really tall, but you keep it short at 15 feet, do you think that affects the fruit on the bigger trees, or it doesn't make a difference?
Most of, mango are, what do you call that? Tip.
The tips.
Fruit. So the more you trim it, the more branches come out. More branches come out, more chance you get fruit.
So it doesn't matter how vigorous the tree normally gets. As long as you prune them every year, you'll get a good crop.
The fruits don't grow on top anyway.
Yeah, or if they do, the birds will get them.
The birds and then squirrel will get it. So you want it to spread out like an umbrella, upside down umbrella. Like
an upside down umbrella. Like a wine glass almost.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that. Now, what about how wide you keep them? Does it matter? Because what if you brought that in more? Would it make a difference?
You want to control the size, because the more they go out, the thinner the branch.
The thinner the branch.
You want the branch to be strong, so you can hold the fruit.
So where do you determine, like, why didn't you go in even more? Where do you decide how far out you go?
It depends what you need. Because I have to drive a tractor. I need space to go through there. And then my lawnmower, I go through the lawns, or they cannot come down.
But you could have went in even more if you wanted to, right?
Yeah. But just in case the tree is not bearing, so you have to girdle it. Once you girdle it, you cannot girdle the whole tree. So you got to leave the main branch untouched, so you can have photosynthesis to carry the lifeline for them. Just in case you're girdling, the branch is dead, you still have a tree.
I see. Okay. And what about the bottom part of the tree here? Some people, they let their mangoes grow on the bottom, and it's like a big bush almost.
Yeah, it all depends what people like and what people need and what the situation is. But everybody have different conditions. I mow my lawn, I widen my lawnmower. It cannot be under 6 foot.
Sure.
It'll hit the face.
Sure. Now, on your trees, do you spray anything on your trees?
No,
Nothing.
nothing,
For 20 years, nothing.
nothing.
Do you get any bacterial black spot on any of the trees?
Luckily, no. But last year, I get some powdery mildew.
Powdery mildew. Do you think if you would have sprayed sulfur prior to it, it would have helped the situation?
I may try this year.
You might try this year for the first time.
For the first time, but or 20 years, never sprayed it.
And so this last year, powdery mildew messed up your crop a little, but in the 19 years before, have you had issues some years?
Nope. Been
Wow. Wow. And anthracnose, do you get that on your trees?
Nope.
Okay. Well, that's really amazing. So these are your mango trees here. And why did you pick Nam Duc Mai? Back 20 years ago, that's what's a popular variety?
Good. No, because your customer client, your customer base.
So that's what they know.
All the people from Thailand, all they know is Nam Duc Mai.
Nam Duc Mai.
American, they all know is can, green.
Yeah.
You go to Haitian, they all know Madame Blanc. Philippine, they know all they know is Carbaro. Indian, they all know is Afonso. That's what your client need.
Sure. Sure. Now, some mango trees, varieties, there's more information known about them than others. Like some grow bigger, some are more prolific than others. Like Julie mango doesn't fruit too well here in South Florida, but we know Pickering does. Do you ever consider that, or you just consider what the customer wants?
If you want to do business, it depends what the customer want, not what you want. What you want is totally different what customer want. You want may not sell.
Gotcha. All right, well, besides your mango trees, I see here you have, is this a citrus tree?
That's an orange.
An orange. So how does citrus do for you? Because I know there's a citrus greening. Doesn't do good.
Doesn't do good here.
Not worth it, okay?
But it got no value. It's for own use.
Okay.
You cannot sell it.
Okay. And is that what tree is this?
Tamarind.
Tamarind, sweet tamarind?
Sweet tamarind, they call it tamarind, but
How does that do in general out here?
it's too much fruit.
Too much fruit.
Too much fruit that nobody really buy.
Sure. And the tree stays big, or do you trim all your trees?
I will trim it this year.
You trim. Do you trim it every year or just this year?
I've been neglecting it because it's not selling, so I just don't.
Do you cater to a specific market, like Thai market or
Thai market, Indian market.
Thai Indian market? Okay. So here is what's this plant that you have trimmed back here?
Peach.
Huh?
Peach.
Peach. How do they do for you?
These two don't do anything.
Okay.
Take them out.
Now I saw a carambola over here. What variety is that?
It's a mix.
Mixed variety.
You get grafted so many times.
So you grafted different times.
Yeah.
Here's a moringa in the ground, right? No, that's not moringa. What is that?
It's actually a carambola.
Carambola. Oh, you put it in. You can grow it from a cutting.
That's from the seed.
Oh, from the seed. Oh, from the seed. Wow. So there's Cambodia. Now I know you cut that back because it grows real fast, right?
Oh yeah. 8 months from that to that.
Wow, wow. All right, what else? What are these here? More mangoes?
It's all Nam Dok Mai.
Oh, Nam Dok Mai? Here's more. Look how close he planted and how it's working. Now, do you think if you didn't have one in the middle, you'd get more mangoes on those two trees, or not necessarily?
Not necessarily. You can have a big tree. They take up 100 feet by 100 feet. But you get 100 feet, you can have 4 trees. So you get 4 trees, produce more. In case that one tree don't produce, they still have 3 to produce.
Wonderful. And there it is again, the example of how you can prune them and keep them close. So are these trees all the same age?
These 3 are the same. This one is different. Different variety.
Oh, different variety, okay. Okay. Now what I was asking earlier is, from the middle of the tree to out here, how many feet do you think that is, maybe?
Oh, 10 to 12.
10 to 12. Could you have cut that at 5 and left it there if you wanted to?
But when they grow out, it'll be too dense.
What do you mean?
When you cut the five, see, when you cut one, 2 or 3 going to come out. Then we create a cluster.
Okay.
Then you branch them out, a cluster.
I see.
You get more chance. And
More tips.
more tips, and then you don't have the block of airflow.
Gotcha. And somebody told me when you cut these and they're coming out, every handful, cut it so it has a chance to tip, and then cut it handful, and then, does that make sense?
Yeah, you don't want too many tips. Then
I mean, you don't want it to go too long, you mean, right?
too long, too weak. When they get long, they get weak.
But if there's too many tips, is that good or bad? If this grows,
You still have to trim it.
huh?
You have to trim it. You only take the horizon one.
Okay,
No, the vertical one is no good.
okay.
The down one is no good. The cross.
Here's an example. We're right near the airport, folks, so thankfully we have a microphone. So here's a good example. So this is coming out here,
Right.
and now you got a bunch of tips here, and now it's coming out more. So if you would have cut this here,
Right.
would it have tipped closer to the tree?
Yeah, but when you're getting closer to the tree, then you block the airflow.
You block the airflow, I
Right
see.
now, you get airflow here. There's nothing here.
I see, okay. So how far do you let this come out before you cut these tips?
It's almost as far as it can go.
So
It just go. The longer they grow, the weaker they get.
the longer they grow, the weaker they get. So, but if you go too long, if you go too short, then it affects the airflow.
Right.
So from your experience, how far from the bark should you let them grow out when you prune them?
10.
10 feet. So if you let one go 10 feet, and then you let another tree grow 10 feet, that would be 20 feet. So they're definitely going to touch in the middle.
Yeah, touch the middle.
So this is going to be like a hedge once you grow.
More like that.
And then you'll get 3 sides, and then on those you'll get 2 sides. Okay? And here's some new stuff that he's planted. More mangoes?
No, that's guava.
Guava. A lot of people of different cultures plant guava as the easiest growing and most requested fruit that I'm finding.
You see the fruit there?
Yeah, which one?
That one, the big one.
Yeah. Yeah, the first one, yeah. So that's guava. What's your number one requested? Mangoes?
Mangoes are the easiest.
Mangoes are the
The
easiest.
most requested is lychee.
Lychee, yeah. It's challenging. All right, and I see you left some of your palm trees and some of your pine trees.
That's all natural.
Did you always decide to leave them, or do you ever think I might want to cut them and make more room?
No, I have enough.
You have enough.
I have
All right.
enough.
What else do you got here? You got a bunch of bananas. How do bananas sell out here to the market?
Banana is not a high demand item. because the outside is so cheap.
So is
Only
this
special ones, special kind.
special kind?
It's called Saba,
Saba.
the Thai mango.
Okay.
Guai Nam Hoa.
Do you let him grow in banana circles, or how many do you leave at one time? Three growing up, or two, or?
No, I don't know. Whenever they fruit, you cut it down. You cut them down. They got more.
But how many pups do you leave? As many as come out?
Well, you come out and then you replant them. You get more and more, just like the other side.
Gotcha. Now on the guava here, you bag the guavas. That so the bugs don't get to it,
Yeah. Because guava, you never know until you cut it open.
and you
But they
find a
have worm on
surprise. So the bags do help.
Yeah.
All right, and more guava.
The whole guava here.
Bunch of guava. Okay. And is that a lychee right there?
No, these are all peaches.
Peaches. Oh, a lot of peaches. So over the 20 years, how have your peaches done out here?
Good and bad.
Okay. Is it based on a variety or just a year?
No, just at the time when I planted, I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
It's just peach.
Okay. So you got a bunch of peaches. And is there anything over the years you stopped growing and took out because it was just a waste?
I'm thinking about lychee right now. It's just, the lychee mite is so bad.
The
You
lychee
keep on
mite.
spraying it and cutting it. Too much work.
Now over here I see you watering your trees. Do you water your mango trees after 20 years or never?
I only when they first planted, then I never watered them. They just die and grow. It's just until recently I get retired, I get take care of it.
What about your other fruit trees? Do you water them after they're grown up, or
Only lychee,
lychee only? So what are these here?
the longan.
Longan. And how they do? They do okay?
So.
But you got to keep those trimmed back because they get super tall.
Absolutely.
So there's longan. And
those mango, I just trimmed it last week.
more trimmed mangoes. Amazing. How close? You said 8 to 10 feet?
Yeah.
8 to 10 feet. And look how he trims them. 20 years of experience of trimming mango trees. This is why I wanted to film here.
See how fast they go back?
Yeah,
2
look
weeks.
how fast they grow back. So you're willing to forego the middle parts and get mangoes on each side to get more trees in. You found the high density works as long as you keep the trees pruned every year.
In Australia, they plant like grapes.
Plant like grapes.
Plant just like grapes. They trim both sides with a big machine, like a hatch. They get more mango.
So pretty much you can't kill a mango or prune it too much. You just prune it back as much as you can,
Yeah.
and let it grow back and do its thing.
It depends what you need, what your situation is. It's just, look at that. 1 week, 2 weeks, it's just full again. Look at it.
But the key is you don't want to plant it too late because then it'll affect your crop next year. Is that correct?
Yeah. You always leave some, it's not trimmed. Some branches are not trimmed.
Always leave some that are not, don't trim some of them.
So they don't get in the shock.
Okay. And it's always, when you pull the last one off, that's when it's best to plant them?
Yeah.
I mean, can you start trimming when there's still mangoes on a tree, or do you wait till they all come
Well,
off?
as long as you give them about 5-6 months to go back.
Okay.
It depends on your variety.
Depending on the variety. So you want to get varieties that are similar next to each other, right? Because if you have one that's a late season and one an early season, there might be an issue. Okay. Amazing. Look at that. So this works long term. That's what I've been looking for. And then you can see it right here. It's working. Not sensible to keep it higher than maybe 13 feet, 12 feet.
Yeah, whatever you can reach.
Wherever you can reach.
20 feet, 50 feet, there's no...
If you need a ladder, it's too high, in other words.
Yeah. It's no good for you.
Now, how easy or hard is it over the years to trim them? Pretty easy, or?
Easy. Well, especially you get the tool and ladder, 8-foot ladder, 10-foot ladder, and then hang on it. You don't want to climb the tree. You don't want to fall.
Yeah. And I like the way you have it here because you can walk under the trees. That's nice because some places if you're growing mangoes at the bottom, you get more mangoes, but then you can't easily walk under the trees.
You can mow the yard. You cannot drive your tractor over it. So it's just blocking your wheel.
Okay, so how many mangoes would you say you get on one of these trees? Let's say, so 2 sides you're going to get. How many mangoes would you say you get on one tree each year? Let's say this Namduk Mai, 100, 200, 50? What do you think normally?
I say about 60 to 80.
60 to 80. Okay, and it's all the different varieties there. And what did you say these were?
It's a coffee and lime.
Oh, it's these are limes. How do they do?
We say the leaves.
The leaf minor. So,
No.
Oh, they smell the leaf. How do the limes do?
Limes. We don't even sell the lime.
Oh, you use it for the leaf?
You just use the leaf.
So, do you have to cook the leaf or are they edible
They're
raw?
edible. You know, you go Thai food, they have to have it.
But you have to cook it.
Yeah.
You can't eat them raw.
You can eat them raw. It's the smell of it.
So you grow them. Now, okay, there's the fruit, but you're using it for the leaf. Now, what about the leaf minor? That it doesn't affect the leaves?
No, not this kind of tree.
Not this variety. Okay.
See how they split out.
Yeah, like a wine glass, like a bowl. Very nice. And you wouldn't mind. So this one's by itself, this mango tree, but if there was one right next to it, like let's say where that tree is with the light, you don't mind. It'll just get fruit on these 3 sides, and at 3 sides, you'll just miss the fruit in the middle.
Yeah, the sun from east to west.
So the sun from east to west.
North side usually don't have any fruit.
So the north side is not going to usually have fruit because the sun doesn't hit. So when you plant them, you want to plant the row
Northeast.
from the north going to the east.
No.
The sun comes
South
up
and north.
on the
South,
east.
You plant it south and north.
Plant it south and north.
If you plant it this way, only hit east and west. So you plant it north and south, you get hit 3 sides.
So plant it north and south in your yard. So you're going to get hit. I got you. Got you. North and south you want to plant. And did you know that when you planted years ago? Did you learn that growing up?
No.
Okay. Now where we are, is this north and south or east or west? Is this where the east and west?
It's south, it's north.
Okay. So in other words, if you would have planted this that way, the sun's only going to hit one side.
One side.
But this, since it's coming up directly over it, it's going to hit both sides.
Yeah.
Okay, important. That's important, everybody, to know. So, of all the trees you have here, it's mostly mangoes?
Lychee.
Lychee, okay. But with the mite, you're questioning if it's worth it to have lychees out here, right?
Yeah. But it's kind of too late. It's too many to take out.
So what do? You just got to deal with it?
Kind of trim it, get to spray it.
So it's just a lot of work. So these are all lychees?
Yeah. We just trimmed it about a month ago. They go all back already.
Wow. Well, there we see in the background some jackfruit. How many jackfruit trees would you say you have?
About 10, 15.
So I have a question. I just did a video the other day. I don't know if you've seen it, but does jackfruit grow all year or does it stop growing in the winter?
You go in the summer only.
Summer only. And are your varieties seedlings or are they named varieties?
I don't know what kind of variety I got.
Did you plant it from seed or did you buy them?
It just grow.
They grow from seed. They're all over here from seed. Look at that. Now, do you trim back the jackfruit trees too?
Yeah. We go on top.
So you trim up top.
Yeah, when they fall, it's going to be just like a bomb.
When they fall, okay. But this is pretty high, this tree, right? Are you going to trim this eventually?
See how that was top off? See how that
Yeah.
was top off?
How high do you leave them, the jackfruit trees?
Whatever I can cut them.
Whatever you can cut. All right, here's one that's... Now, jackfruit, unlike mangoes, don't grow at the tips. They grow off the middle, so you can leave them skinnier, right?
Yeah. They go on the, especially on the trunk.
Now, here's a question. After you take this off, do you cut it here? Or do you leave this stem?
Cut where the fruit is.
To get the fruit, you cut it here.
Right.
But will more fruit grow back on this or no?
No.
So then when you cut it, you would cut here eventually?
Yeah, they come up on the side like that.
Okay, you would cut it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
They come out. You come out.
And a new one will come out. But when you cut, like this was a jackfruit a few years ago, was the jackfruit thing here.
They will come out. They will come out.
All right, so you cut in here, and then after all these fruits are off, you'll cut here.
Right.
Okay. All right, this is an amazing property. And 20 years of work went into this property. What would you have done different if you had to do it all over, do you think, other than the lychees? Knowing what you know now, would you have planted things in different areas? Would you have did things a little different?
Be more organized.
More organized, okay. And here's some more guava, right?
No, this sapote.
Sapote, oh. No, sapadilla, you mean?
Sapadilla.
Yeah, Chico.
Chico.
Chico. What variety is this?
No idea.
No idea.
Before you just don't know nothing.
Okay.
You just plan.
I think thanks a lot of my videos and Julie and Laura and a lot of the nurseries, people are getting more into varieties now. But in the old days, people just either planted a seed or they just got what they got.
Yeah. They tell you Chico, then you plant Chico.
Yeah. But some varieties do better than others. So now, if you had to do it all over again, you would search out certain varieties based on its characteristics, or no?
It all depends on demand.
On demand, okay. And you keep these cut back as well?
Yeah.
The sapadillas or the Chicos? Now, you had the leaves to the limes that people use. What other greens do you grow, perennial greens that Thai people use in cooking, or you can use just to pick that are healthy that a lot of people don't know of? That
No, that's only one. That one is high demand.
Okay, and moringa, is moringa in high demand?
But no demand.
No demand.
Yeah.
And that's probably one of the most healthiest trees in your whole yard is the moringa. What's this here?
Wax jumbo.
Wax jumbo.
Java apple.
Now this, if you let it get tall and fruit, will give you more fruit than any other tree in your yard. This is fruit.
The fruit is waste of time.
Because the bugs get in it, right?
The bugs get in it so quick before you know it.
Yeah. See, so the key is what? Keeping the tree small for everything, it seems.
It's just 1 to 2.5.
Yeah. Very nice. Well, folks, this is showing you this can be done. And you don't spray any of your trees.
No, more jackfruit over there.
More jackfruit, you said?
Different variety.
Oh, look at that. Look at this variety. From a seed or you bought it?
You bought the trees.
Huh?
You bought from tree.
Wow, look at it. So this is pretty late in the season. How long will you get jackfruit to?
I don't know. Until November.
November, okay. And then when it starts again, maybe in May?
May, yeah.
Okay. So no jackfruit in the winter time here. Now some jackfruits are crunchy and some are soft.
Yeah.
Do you find the soft ones are easier to peel and eat with less latex?
Most people like crunchy.
Most people like the crunchy ones. And now some people like them unripe to use them as like meat substitutes and stuff.
Filipino.
Yeah. So do people buy that from you that way sometimes?
You should keep it away.
Okay. And does the shade matter? Because this jackfruit's between these two trees. Do you think shade matters a lot with jackfruit?
I don't see any difference.
With jackfruit, it doesn't make a big difference. When you bought the property, was it your goal to plant fruit trees for yourself or to sell?
For retirement.
For retirement. For a hobby.
Something to do.
Okay. So is that your number one goal for planting fruit trees, was to just a hobby to have something to do when you retire? But in the same hand, you also sell it and make some income. Now, do you eat a lot of the fruit yourself?
A lot of mango.
A lot of mango. What tree is this?
It's a Thai leaves. They call it white flower. They use it for cooking.
For cooking, okay. Another jackfruit?
Yeah.
Very nice. Now, you have so much of your area that's still wide open and sunny. Do you think you're going to plant more trees, or you're done planting?
Yeah. Whatever I can air lay, then I plant it. Because when you go out to buy, it costs too much. People charge too much for the fruit trees.
I mean, you can wholesale, you can get a mango tree. It's not too much.
Yeah, when you get a jujube, it's $75.
Jujube, yeah. Do you have jujubes here?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 jujubes. How do they do for you?
Well, doing good. It's flowering right now.
So, what kind of jujubes are they?
Thai.
Thai.
See, when you buy one, it's $75. When you buy 10, it's $1,000.
Sure.
It's not worth it. So I air lay whatever I can lay.
Well, those can be air layered.
Yeah.
Very nice. Beautiful property here. 5 acres. Thank you for having us come on out.
All right.
Here's the key, folks. You want to plant north and south, because when the sun comes east to west, first it's going to hit one side, and then it's going to hit the other side. You're never going to get mangoes or sun from the north, because the sun's never coming from the north. So if you would have planted north and south, the problem you would have had was you're never going to get sun on one side. But if you plant north to south, since the sun comes east and west, you're going to get the east and west side of the trees. As opposed if these were going this way and the sun's coming this way, you're not going to get the fruit. So you want to plant north to south, not east to west. And his thing about having airflow for the trees, I'm still thinking it's better to have these trees, every other tree taken apart, because you'll have even more airflow. So it works both ways. We continue to learn. We continue to see. And here again, these are the trees that he pruned back. You can see here. Again, I still feel if he had every other tree, he'd get more mangoes. But who am I to argue? He's been doing this 20 years. I'm glad he let me come out and check it out. All right, everybody, there it was. That was high density growing in reality after 20 years. I told you, it works. It works if you're gonna prune. If he didn't prune, it wouldn't work. You have to prune your trees. Even if you're not doing high density, you have to prune your trees. But with mango, they grow at the tips. But he gave me a good tip. One thing I learned today is if you go too close, then the tree will be too dense and there's not going to be enough airflow. So you want to let it come out 8 to 10 feet, growing it like a hedge. Now, one thing I didn't ask him is if he didn't do high density, he'll get mangoes on all around the tree instead of just on both sides. So maybe 20 feet apart would be good. So we'll see. With my trees, I'm doing them different in my yard to see how they are and experimenting. And that's the best way to know, is to try it and see for yourself. And so I have some trees that are high density and some trees that are not. Try it and see for yourself. Thank you for watching, everybody. Until then, put your comments and questions below. Have a great day and keep growing.